First bodyweight exercise, if anyone is going to train, they're going to gain immense strength, is going to be weighted elevated pike push-ups. Perform the weighted elevated pike push-up, you're going to need some kind of weight, so some kind of weight vest, or even a backpack that you can fill with books or water bottles. You're then going to need a stool, chair or box, and you're going to set up in the pike position. So this is when your hips are stacked above your shoulders and those are stacked above your wrists. You're then going to bend your arms, making sure not to flare them. You're going to go forward, leading with your head in front of your hands. You're going to reach that bottom position close to the floor and then press back up under control with a bit of force as well to really activate those muscle fibers back to that pike position. You're then going to do this for reps. Now this exercise is going to help you start building immense strength because it's going to start building those muscles of the shoulders, giving you those wide boulder shoulders, as well as the muscles of the triceps and the upper back, keeping you strong and stable in the position. Now with this exercise, you are doing it weighted, so of course you need a backpack or a weight vest. A weight vest is going to be way more comfortable, and where I get my weight vest from, it's from Gore Nation. That is where I get most of my calisthenics equipment. It's the best quality equipment that you can get, so I would recommend going there. If you don't have a weight vest and you need one, go check it out. Use a code on screen to get a discount as well. Now I believe the weighted elevated pike push-up is in some ways better than the wall handstand push-up for a few reasons, one of which is everyone has a stool or chair and a backpack lying around, but not everyone has the space and even the confidence to kick up to the wall and start doing wall handstand push-ups. But the pike push-up is a very easy way to get into that position and start training for the handstand push-up. So if you don't have the strength to do it weighted, just start on the floor with pike push-ups, then go to elevated pike push-ups with no weight, then start adding weight. Also, there's no issue with the dismount. So with the wall handstand push-up, you don't know how many people I've seen crashing down from the wall because they've used all the strength and now they can't dismount safely. But with the elevated pike push-up and the weighted variation, there's no issue with that. All you have to do is really just bend your knees and you're really already in a safe position to get yourself up. So I've also seen with a lot of people in the wall handstand push-up, they have issues with the form. They have the lower back activate a lot. They don't have the core engagement. They're bananaing, and that's really because it's so awkward doing it against the wall. But with the elevated pike push-up and doing the weighted variation, the form is much simpler. You're going to get used to that, and that's going to transfer to the wall and to the pike and handstand push-up. The second bodyweight exercise that's going to help you gain immense strength is the scapular pull-up. Now the scapular pull-up, also known as scapular retractions, is a bodyweight exercise that is the starting movement of a pull-up, and all that scapula means is your shoulder blades essentially. So scapular retractions or scapular pull-ups is pulling your shoulder blades together, giving you an elevation. So this is, like I said, the initial movement of the pull-up. So all you need to do to train this move is grab a pull-up bar, go into a dead hang, so where your shoulders are shrugged up to your ears. You're then going to go into an active hang where you pull your shoulder blades down, you retract, and then you're going to pull as hard as you can, bringing your chest up as if you're about to start doing a pull-up. Then you're going to go back down into a dead hang. You're then going to do this for reps. You can add weight, and if it's too hard just doing this with your body weight, then you're going to put your feet on the floor just with your toes, and then you're going to do this with your feet assisting you, but still make this quite difficult. If that's a bit too awkward and you don't have a pull-up bar but you have dip bars, then what you can do is you can do Australian pull-ups, but do these with scapular retractions. So you're just doing an Australian pull-up or bodyweight row, but you're doing the scapular retraction and you're working that same movement but in a different plane. Now this exercise is great because it's going to help improve your health and your strength. So it's going to improve the longevity of your life because it's going to help improve your posture. You're going to have less injuries lifting things, sitting down. It's going to really work against those kind of negative habits of, you know, working at a desk, etc. As well as the scapular retractions are a prerequisite in so many bodyweight exercises and skills such as the pull-up and the front lever. Good scapular retraction is key for both of these exercises and skills. It's also very easy to perform anywhere. All you need is something to hang from. So this could be a door, a tree, or like I said, a pull-up bar. So start including scapular pull-ups into your workout routine now to start gaining immense strength. The third exercise that if you start training is going to lead to immense strength, whether you're beginner or advanced. If you start training these, you're going to get strong, is going to be planche lean push-ups, also known as pseudo planche push-ups. Pseudo planche push-ups or lean push-ups are a variation of the traditional push-up. This is where you lean further forward over your wrist, so you're loading your shoulders more, getting more shoulder activation, but you're still getting that tricep and upper chest activation. So this is a really good pushing exercise that you can do no matter if you're beginner or advanced. And that's because it's easily scalable. So when you start, you're just going to start in a push-up position. You're going to turn the wrists out slightly, lean further forward, and then do your push-up. You're gonna try and keep and maintain that lean the entire time and protract at the top. When I protract, all I mean is try and push those shoulder blades, that was a hard sentence, down towards the ground by trying elongating your arms. So that's gonna keep your shoulder blades down and you're gonna protract your upper back and you're gonna gain extra strength there. Over time, you can work on leaning further and further, and that's how you're gonna keep scaling this to your strength level and constantly start increasing your strength. Now, this exercise is very hard to perform the form of when you initially start, so just increasing the form is also another way of increasing your strength. If you're increasing the form, then you know some muscles are getting more activated and getting used to the activation, so you're actually increasing your strength. So this exercise is a complex movement, meaning you're activating many different muscle fibers from many different muscle groups, meaning you're going to increase your strength even faster while activating the core. So guys, start implementing this one into your workout routines and do this every push session, and guys, you're going to gain immense strength. The fourth bodyweight exercise, where if you start training you're going to gain immense strength, is going to be the assisted one-arm pull-up. So let me quickly explain the mechanics of the one-arm pull-up. So in the one-arm pull-up, you're going to go into a one-arm dead hang, then you're going to activate the scapula of that arm you're hanging from. So you're going to go into an active hang. So that's a one-arm scapular pull-up. And remember, we talked about the scapular pull-up earlier. So you need to have a really good basis in your scapular pull-ups with two hands, as well as a good dead hang as well, before you start training this. So make sure you have that. Then after that active hang with one arm, you're then going to start activating your bicep, pulling with your lat, and get yourself to the top of the movement with your chin over the bar, and then allow yourself to lower down into that dead hang again, and then you're going to perform this for reps. So this exercise again is a really impressive one, but very hard to perform, but we're going to do it assisted. So you can do this in different ways. So we're going to do this assisted. Now there's many ways of doing that. You can do that by grabbing a towel or resistance band and then doing your one-arm pull-ups like that. You can also do it by putting your feet in the band and doing the one-arm pull-up. This is one of my favorite ways of training the one-arm pull-up. You can also do this by grabbing your forearm, doing it in a one-arm chin-up variation, so that's an option as well if you want more bicep activation. And the last way is not assisted, but you can do negative one-arm pull-ups. So if you already have the strength and you're really good at pull-ups, you might be able to do negative one-arm pull-ups, and this is one of the best ways that help me unlock the full one-arm pull-up, and I recommend you do some of these, figure out what one works for you. You can also grab further up the band, lower down the band. It's going to help with the one-arm pull-up, but this one is going to make you feel like the supreme pull-up god when you start doing it. So try and implement one-arm pull-ups into your workout. And again, if you're lacking resistance bands and you need them to start training the one-arm pull-up, then check out Gore Nation, because they have whole sets of resistance bands. And the last exercise that if you start training you're going to gain immense strength is going to be dragon flags or dragon flag raises. So you probably would have seen Bruce Lee do some of these. It's a crazy looking skill as well, so you're going to have fun training it just because it feels so cool to do. But you're going to start off in a tuck variation. You're then going to work on extending out until you can get into the full dragon flag. You can either do holds or you can do presses. So pick one of those, pick the way you want to train it. It is probably better to do the presses if you just want general strength and hypertrophy. But if you're working more on static skills in calisthenics, like the front lever, for example, you may want to do the static dragon flag and hold it for time. So as you can see, this exercise is very easily scalable. You can start in a tuck and then extend out. So no matter if you're just starting out or if you're advanced, this one is still going to be difficult, but it's going to help you start building that strength. The strength is also very easily transferable. So if you're learning other static skills, this one is going to help you out loads. So as you can see, the exercise I picked in this video, they're very easily scalable, as well as the strength transfers to a many variety of different skills and strength disciplines, as well as they're all pretty impressive. So guys, start implementing some of these exercises into your calisthenics training routine to start building immense strength. Thank you to my channel members. And if you haven't already, watched this video, because I'm going to give you the 5 calisthenics rules to get ahead of 99% of people.